What's up, guys? It's me, Alan, and I'm back with another video today. And today, we're going to talk about Major League Baseball playoffs and predictions. But before we get to that, I just want to say that my 19th birthday is on Friday, um, and I would love to reach 250 subscribers by then, and hopefully 300, maybe 350 by the end of the year. The way it's been fluctuating lately, I'm not 100% sure I could go any higher. I'm not even sure I'll reach 300 by the end of the year. So, but yeah, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would really help out the channel. And with that all being said, let's get on with it. So, expanded playoffs, it's pretty interesting. But that being said, the matchups have been set. Um, Kind of looks weird with some of the records, the way they are. Like, you got a 29-31 Astros team in sixth, when you've got a White Sox team at 35-25 and a Blue Jays team at 32-28 below them. But I'm not gonna look too much into that. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, so the matchups are as follows: Tampa Bay, Toronto, 1-8. Indians, Yankees, 4-5. Twins, Astros, 3-6. Athletics, White Sox, 2-7. For the AL side, for the NL, it's Dodgers, Brewers, 1-8. Padres, Cardinals, 4-5. Cubs, Marlins, 3-6. And Braves, Reds, 2-7. So, first of all, if this was under normal playoff circumstances, with the record, with the three division winners and the two wild cards, the Padres would be in. They're the only out of, when you look at these teams and you look at teams that you would not expect to be talking about being in the playoffs, i.e. the Padres, Blue Jays, White Sox, Marlins, and Reds. I would say the Padres and White Sox would be more likely playoff contenders than the other three, all things considered. Um, the Padres would be the only one that actually makes it in based off these standings and such. So, congrats to them. That all being said, we got to do the predictions. So, for the first round, I'm not expecting a whole lot of fuckery. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Rays knock out the Toronto. Yankees beat the Indians. Twins knock out the Astros and give them a shit ton of karma for the bullshit they've pulled the last, with the cheating shit. And then the Athletics knock out the White Sox. Although that one could go either way. Dodgers, they take out the Brewers. Padres beat the Cardinals. Cubs make sure that the Marlins don't get to live that fucking meme that is the Marlins winning the World Series when they are a wild card team, because it's happened twice. They've been the wild card. The Marlins have entered the playoffs in the wild card twice, winning the World Series both times. I don't see that meme happening. But 2020 will be damned if it, fucking happens, because it's fucking 2020. And then the Braves will knock out the Reds. Second round is where some of these picks could go either way. And for all four matchups, but three in particular. I'm going to knock it out right now and say that the Braves will beat the Cubs, to advance to the NLCS. But for the other three matchups, Rays, Yankees. I originally wanted to say the Yankees because I figured they're going to get their shit together. But I think I think the Yankees will get their shit together to beat the Indians, and then the Rays will show why they're the number one seed in the AL, regardless of what the hell 2020 decides to do, and the Rays will knock out the Yankees in the ALDS. Twins, Athletics. I think there's a good case for either team, but I feel like the A's are going to get it done, but I can also see the Twins getting it done. But I'm going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? No, I originally picked the A's, but instead, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Twins for this one. Dodgers, Padres. As much as I want to say the Dodgers, I'm going to say fuck you to Boston's management for trading away Mookie Betts. I get that David Price was also involved in that, but what I'm pissed about is that Mookie Betts got traded, because this organization is cheap as fuck. Don't be surprised, Red Sox fans, if Jackie Bradley Jr. is gone after this year. And eventually guys like Bogarts and Devers and all that. Because this organization, again, is cheap as fuck. So, for all of us Red Sox fans, enjoy the World Series we just won a couple years ago. Because it might be the only one for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to say fuck the Dodgers and fuck Red Sox management for trading Betts, because the Padres, bold prediction, are going to knock the Dodgers out in the ALDS. Or, excuse me, NLDS. My apologies. And I get why someone would say, what the fuck are you doing? Excuse me. Crap in my throat. But anyway, I can understand why someone would say, what the fuck are you doing? This is the Dodgers. And I get that. But remember, they lost to the Nationals last year, a team they probably could have and probably should have beaten, and the Nationals went on to beat the Astros to win the World Series. All the love to the Nationals. Unfortunately, they failed to make the playoffs, so they don't get to, defend the title. That being said, with all the talent and all the money that the Dodgers have spent over the last few years, as far as I'm concerned, there's this thing. It's called homegrown talent. And there's this other thing, and it's called, again, not all the Padres guys are homegrown. Some of these guys have come in trades. But at the same time, look, Fernando Tatis Jr., he's a beast. It's like, when you look at these young stars, I look at him from the National League, and I look at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the American League as probably the two brightest young stars right now. That are gonna have a long future. And quite frankly, I just want to see the Padres knock the Dodgers out, because the Padres have been stuck in mediocrity for years now, and they're finally in the playoffs. They would make it under the regular rule format anyway. And with the way this bracket is, I just want to see the Padres do it. I'm calling them the Denver Nuggets of Major League Baseball's playoffs. They're going to go out. They're going to go up against this number one seeded Dodgers team in the second round, and they're going to win. Fuck you, LA Dodgers. Fuck you, Boston management, for trading away Mookie Betts. You cheap fucks. But anyway, so the ALCS and the NLCS. Rays Twins, Braves Padres. Who's advancing to the World Series? I mean, if we had the Dodgers here, it would be easy selection, but, fuck the Dodgers. So, for the ALCS, I'm going to say that Tampa Bay is going to get it done. And the thing is that with them, they're this weird team, when it comes to payroll and talent and shit, but they get it done. They've been busting their ass down there. And keep in mind, this is also a team that, has had to deal with rumors of moving and, location and shit. Guess what? Tampa Bay, they're going to the World Series. If they can knock out the Yankees, or if the Yankees get knocked out by the Indians, then they have to beat the Indians. And if the A's get past the Twins, then it would have to be the A's in the ALCS. But regardless of who they have to face, as long as Tampa Bay can get it done, and I think they can, they're going all the way to the World Series. On the National League side, with the Dodgers out of the way, it's Padres, Braves, and just like the Nuggets in the NBA playoffs, I don't have the Padres going to the World Series. I think the Braves are going to get it done. But if this is the matchup we get, I wouldn't be surprised if the Padres can get it done at the same time. They both have a lot of young talent, but at the same time, when you look at the Braves, you look at a guy like Freddie Freeman, it's his time. It's time for It's that time. My apologies. It's time for the Braves to get to the World Series, and for Freddie Freeman to finally get there and shit. So I'm calling it. I'm gonna say the Braves, they advance. So So, the World Series picks. The World Series. The Rays and the Braves. These are two teams that I think nobody really would have expected to be in the World Series. Probably, for various reasons. I mean, you look at all these big teams, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers and shit. And, I mean, you've got all the big market teams and you got all the small market teams. And honestly, this is a change of pace, and this is something different. We don't have the Astros. We don't have the Dodgers. We don't have the Red Sox. We still don't have the Yankees in the World Series because it's been a while since they've been there. They had made it every decade until the last one. But anyway, I think in this matchup, I'm going to have to say that I have the Rays defeating the Braves for the World Series title. And you can say that the Braves, if they had to face the Rays in the World Series, they could beat them. And you're probably right. But I think the World Series is going to come back to the American League, and it's going to come, that championship's coming back, and it's going to be the Tampa Bay Rays, the number 1 seed in the American League, that will get it done and bring it home. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And see how many of these predictions I get wrong. Because I'm bound to get some of them wrong. Anyway, see ya.